Welcome back to Tech Money Digest. Artificial intelligence is supposed to save time. So why are employees saying they spend just as much time managing AI as they do producing actual work? Google DeepMind is now studying what happens when millions of AI agents begin interacting with one another. And cybersecurity researchers are warning about AI-powered phishing campaigns, supply chain attacks, and critical vulnerabilities affecting organizations around the world. If you work in technology, leadership, cybersecurity, remote work, freelancing, or the creator economy, these developments could directly impact your career, your clients, and your digital security. So what do these stories mean? And how should professionals prepare for what's next? That's exactly what we're exploring today. In this episode, we'll discuss changing workplace learning strategies, AI productivity, hybrid human-AI enterprises, targeted hiring trends, and several major cybersecurity developments that every digital professional should understand. If you're interested in technology, artificial intelligence, cybersecurity, workforce trends, remote work, leadership, and the future of work, subscribe and join the Tech Money Diaries community. Before we begin, a quick disclaimer. This content is provided for educational, informational, commentary, and discussion purposes only. The information discussed is based on publicly available reports, articles, research, company statements, and industry analysis available at the time of publication. This content is not legal, financial, investment, tax, employment, cybersecurity, business, or professional advice. Always conduct your own research and consult qualified professionals before making decisions. Let's get started. Learning and development teams may be facing an important shift. New research suggests employees increasingly value personalized feedback from managers over traditional learning programs. That doesn't necessarily mean formal training is disappearing. It may mean organizations are looking for more agile, customized, and integrated approaches to skill development. For consultants, instructional designers, coaches, and remote freelancers, this could create opportunities to build learning experiences that are more practical and directly connected to day-to-day work. I'm curious, how do you learn best? Formal training, manager coaching, or learning by doing? Another study presents an interesting reality about artificial intelligence. Employees report spending nearly as much time refining AI output as they spend generating it. Instead of eliminating work, AI is introducing a new responsibility: verification, editing, fact-checking, prompt refinement, quality assurance. This highlights something we've discussed before on Tech Money Digest. AI is incredibly powerful, but human judgment continues to play a critical role in producing reliable and practical results. For creators, consultants, analysts, and business professionals, knowing how to manage AI may become just as valuable as knowing how to use it. Google DeepMind is also looking toward the future. Researchers are studying what happens when millions of autonomous AI agents begin interacting with one another. Imagine AI systems coordinating schedules, managing projects, communicating with other AI systems, and making decisions across entire digital ecosystems. That future raises important questions about governance, accountability, security, and oversight. As AI agents become more capable, human roles may increasingly shift toward orchestration, supervision, and strategic decision-making rather than task execution. A related discussion explores leadership inside a hybrid human-AI enterprise. Instead of thinking about AI as another software tool, organizations may soon manage teams that include both human employees and AI agents working together. This represents a fundamental shift in workforce design. Leadership may become less about assigning individual tasks and more about coordinating intelligent systems while ensuring human expertise, ethics, and accountability remain central to decision-making. Do you think AI will become a teammate or simply remain another productivity tool? Share your thoughts in the comments. Let's move into today's cybersecurity alerts. Maine recently disabled its public data breach notification portal after fraudulent breach disclosures appeared on the state's website. Even systems designed to improve transparency can become targets for manipulation. For organizations managing sensitive information, maintaining trust requires continuous monitoring and strong security controls. Researchers also identified a major supply chain attack affecting more than 400 Arch Linux AUR packages. Malicious build scripts deployed an infostealer and an eBPF rootkit capable of compromising developer environments. For developers, freelancers, and technology professionals, this serves as another reminder that software dependencies deserve the same level of scrutiny as the code we write ourselves. Another major story involves an actively exploited Oracle PeopleSoft zero-day vulnerability affecting hundreds of organizations. While many professionals may never directly manage PeopleSoft environments, vulnerabilities in enterprise systems can impact employees, contractors, vendors, and clients throughout an organization's ecosystem. Cybersecurity is increasingly becoming a shared responsibility. Google is also taking legal action against a cybercrime network accused of using Gemini AI to generate sophisticated phishing text messages targeting Americans. Artificial intelligence is making social engineering attacks more convincing and more scalable than ever before. That means slowing down, verifying messages, and questioning unexpected requests remain some of the strongest security practices available. Researchers also reported that China-linked hackers allegedly backdoored Linux login software and remained hidden for nearly a decade. The story demonstrates that sophisticated cyber threats often focus on persistence rather than immediate disruption. Security isn't just about reacting to incidents. It's about continuously validating trust across the systems we depend on every day. Now let's talk about hiring. Chief Human Resources officers report that hiring confidence remains steady, but organizations are becoming increasingly selective. Instead of broad hiring initiatives, companies are focusing on professionals with specialized skills that directly address business needs. For job seekers and contractors, this reinforces an important strategy. Clearly communicate your expertise, demonstrate measurable results, show how your skills solve specific business problems. Targeted value is becoming increasingly important in a competitive market. Let's bring everything together with today's show notes. Show notes key takeaways. 1. Heads up, L&D professionals. Your employees are looking for personalized, manager-integrated feedback over formal programs. This is your cue to innovate and create agile, relevant training, maybe even open up opportunities for remote freelancers who specialize in this stuff. 2. AI is powerful, but it's not a magic bullet yet. If you're using AI tools, factor in the refinement hour for every useful hour. It's a reminder that human oversight and effort are still critical for practical application, not just setting it and forgetting it. 3. The AI landscape is getting wild. DeepMind's concerns about AI agents interacting autonomously mean we need to start thinking now about the future of work coordination. For freelancers and remote workers, this means reevaluating your skills and staying adaptable as AI takes on more complex tasks. 4. Cybersecurity vigilance is not optional. From supply chain attacks hijacking Linux packages to sophisticated AI-powered phishing and zero-day exploits in critical software like PeopleSoft, assume your digital environment or that of your clients is a target. Double down on security best practices and audit your dependencies. 5. Hiring is getting hyper-focused on specific talent, not broad sprees. For US-based remote workers and contractors, this means highlighting your niche, specialized skills more than ever. What unique value do you bring that solves a very particular problem for a company? One theme connects every story we covered today. Artificial intelligence is changing how work is learned, how work is managed, how work is secured, and how organizations hire. Technology continues to evolve, but adaptability, continuous learning, and cybersecurity awareness remain some of the most valuable skills professionals can develop. Which story stood out to you the most? And which trend do you believe will have the biggest impact over the next 5 years? Leave your thoughts in the comments. Before you go, explore additional educational resources. Consult Academy, https://consultacademyhub.lovable App Advisory Gatekeeper Network, https advisorygatekeepernetwork.com. If you found value in today's discussion, subscribe, like, share, comment, and join the Tech Money Diaries community. Real tech, real money, real life. Thank you for watching. Stay informed, stay curious, and keep learning. Section 107 Copyright Disclaimer. This content is provided for educational, informational, commentary, and discussion purposes only. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Reference trademarks, company names, product names, service names, brands, organizations, publications, and technologies remain the property of their respective owners and are referenced solely for commentary, education, news reporting, analysis, and discussion. Tech Money Diaries is an independent educational and commentary channel and is not affiliated with, endorsed by, sponsored by, or officially connected with any company, organization, government agency, platform, product, or individual discussed, unless explicitly stated otherwise. As we wrap up today's Tech Money Digest, one idea connects every story we explored. Technology continues to evolve. Artificial intelligence is changing how we learn, how we work, how organizations hire, and how we think about leadership and security. But behind every technological shift is something even more important. People. People learning new skills. People adapting to change. People rebuilding careers. People navigating uncertainty while continuing to move forward. And that's where today's conversation naturally leads. If today's message resonated with you, the journey doesn't have to end here. Wisdom earned, not taught, finding growth, resilience, and purpose through life's challenges explores the lessons no classroom could prepare us for. Lessons learned through change, resilience, failure, growth, and the courage to keep moving forward. Whether you're navigating a career transition, rebuilding after a setback, leading through uncertainty, or searching for greater purpose, this book is an invitation to reflect, learn, and grow. The Kindle edition is available for pre-order now on Amazon. The official paperback edition launches at the end of this month. https josha.co d-zone-iosc5. If you enjoyed this episode, please like, subscribe, and share to support future conversations on technology, artificial intelligence, cybersecurity, careers, leadership, personal growth, and lifelong learning. Because the future isn't built only by the people who know the most. It's built by the people who continue learning, adapting, and growing. Because some lessons can be taught. The most meaningful ones are earned. Life is the classroom. Experience is the teacher. Wisdom is the diploma. Disclosure: some content may be created or assisted using artificial intelligence tools and is reviewed prior to publication. Views expressed are provided for educational, informational, commentary, and discussion purposes and reflect the creator's independent analysis and perspectives.